drive, look alive, look alive.
And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain.
Welcome back to the Running Report, giving you all the biggest news that happened across the track world going on in the past month. And in this episode, it's about how track is finally back. Track is back, it's in its full swing. We have Sydney McLaughlin running fast races, making a professional debut. We have Holloway going beast mode in the Razorback Invitational. We have Katelyn Tuohy breaking even more records. And we have Centro doing something that nobody really even expected. So make sure you stick around. We even have our bell lap question, which is a question straight from y'all. So stick around from the Running Report. Here you go. We got 4 topics, 4 questions, and 4 laps to go. So let's get started with all the big meets that were happening across the country this past weekend. We had the UW Invitational, the Razorback Invitational, the Dr. Sander Invitational, and the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix happening out in Boston. Let's start right out there, where Sydney McLaughlin had a professional debut. She was actually like the main event of the entire meet. She ran the 500, she ran 109, she ran a world lead, she ran great, she looked great, but she wasn't too happy with the performance. She thought she could run faster, but ultimately, like, she was content with it and was happy how it went. And I think this is what's looking like for her future, because it's just her professional debut. I think it's really good for the sport, and we're gonna see her become like the face of track and field, like, down the line. Like how they had her at the main event. She was signing autographs a whole bunch at the end of the meet. Like, if you watched it on NBC Sports, like, they really like centered this meet around her, and I think they did a great job, to be honest. And then another big performer from this past weekend was Holloway. He really just went off for the past 2 weeks indoors. At the Razorback Invitational, he just took it even 2 steps further. He was long jumping out of his mind, and he ran a 6.51 60 meter. I think that put him like top 3 all time or something crazy like that. This man's literally able to run every single event from the 400 and down, including the hurdles, and he can long jump and triple. Like, he's out of his mind. There's actually a tweet that went out. This guy tweeted, "No athlete in history has bettered 21 in the 200 meters, 7.5 in the 60 meter hurdles, and 8 meters in the long jump." And he did that all in the span of the last 2 weeks. That's, I don't know what this kid's on, but I need it, because he is going out of his mind for these past 2 weeks. And I think the question from these 2 big performers is, who was the biggest performer of this weekend? There was a lot of meets going on. There was great 800 races. There were great DMRs going on, everything like that. But I think the biggest performer isn't from one of those like big name stars like Holloway or McLaughlin, but it was actually Devin Dixon out of Texas A&M. He's the top returning 800 meter runner from last year, and he opened up 800 meter this season in 145.27. Let that sink in for a second. 145.27 and his opener in indoor season. That's crazy. He ran faster than Donovan Brazier and Clayton Murphy this year. He beat Donovan Brazier's previous record at Texas A&M, the school record for indoors, and he ran the 3rd fastest time ever in the NCAA history for indoor, behind Michael Cerrone and the other guy from UTEP. I can't remember his name at the moment, but that's, like, just imagine what this kid can do and what he can do in outdoor. He's also running out of his mind. So I think that has to be the greatest performer from this past weekend. Devin Dixon just tearing up the track. Now with 3 laps to go, let's move over to New York at the Dr. Sander Invitational, where Katelyn Tuohy, okay, I need you guys to sit down. I said Katelyn Tuohy, so you already know it's gonna be something wild for reporting Katelyn Tuohy. Now Katelyn Tuohy, she ran with the pros. All right, are you ready for this? Like, I don't know, like, the sentence is getting crazier and crazier as I go. Katelyn Tuohy, she ran with the pros in the 3,000 meter race, looking to break Mary Kane's national record in the 3,000. She was looking to break 9 minutes, but she ran 9:01.86. Perfect. Phenomenal. That's, yeah, can I just get a second? Can I get a second, please? Wow. Let me mind you, Katelyn Tuohy's only a junior. She ran 9:01, Tuohy Drive, look alive, look alive.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, nigga.
If like, oh, I can't even believe it. Katelyn Tuohy ran 9:01 against all the pros, a stacked field, and I think she got about 3rd place in the race, and that's just phenomenal. She's running with professionals, doing that. Katelyn Tuohy is a straight beast, and I think the question from this is just, is Katelyn Tuohy the greatest girl distance runner ever for high school. And I would have to say that she's getting to that place. I think the biggest argument was Mary Kane and the fact that she didn't have the same foot speed as Mary Kane, because as you can remember, Mary Kane was running like 159 when she was in high school. And so I think we're going to start seeing that she's going down in these mid-distance races. She already has the outdoor record in the mile, I think at 4:33. So I think if we can see her get into the 800, which would be like a definitely way harder for her, but just the fact that she's breaking all of Mary Kane's records and that she has another year of high school left, she's going to end up being the greatest ever. So if anybody's saying that Katelyn Tuohy's overrated or something like that, you need to sit down, reevaluate your life, because every single time you hear this girl's name, you need to, she's the queen. Katelyn Tuohy's the queen. I said it. Queen Tuohy, come on now. 901 Tuohy Drive, look alive. She ran 901. I'm done.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive.
Now with 2 laps to go, let's talk about how Centrowitz moved from Oregon Project to Bowerman Track Club. Now this is a really big move that he made. Last year he was dealing with a lot of injuries. He moved to like Boston and was still under Oregon Project, even though they train out of Oregon. And like, he wasn't really like in like the right situation, I feel like, and was just not running his great times on the track that he usually does. And I think this move to Bowerman Track Club is really just going to be great for him, as he's going to get some training partners that he can really trust and that are really like fast in their own way. And Evan Jager, Lopez Lamong, Ryan Hill, and Joshua Thompson, those cats like that are just going to be able to push Centro to even higher levels and have his 15 drop even more. And so I'm really looking forward to what Centro has to do, but with all these like new signings and people moving over places like that, I would love for USATF to have some type of competition where the groups and the clubs and the different cliques and training programs can all compete against one another. Just how it is in like high school and like college, you have teams like competing against one another and like team points and stuff like that. Why can't we have that at USA's? And we can have like a 4x1 and a 4x4 for these different training programs. And for the distance people to get involved, we can have a 4x mile and a 4x8, stuff like that. I think it would just make the sport more fun. I know training programs won't really want to get with that because it'll mess up the training and stuff like that, and like they don't want to deal with that, but I'm looking at it as just a fan point of view, and I'm pretty sure other people will be down with it too, because at the end of the day, runners, we all love to compete, and to compete, just putting more into the pot, be able to compete even more, and then get a little signing bonus at the end, I think would make everybody a little bit more happy. So USATF, I'm talking to you right now, consider this, because I think it'd be dope. Now with 1 lap to go, it's time for our bell lap question, and this question comes straight from y'all, so make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and you can be featured as our bell lap question. This is basically any question about running, something out of the pocket. I don't really care. Let's have fun with this question, or serious, or advice. It's anything, but it comes straight from y'all, so make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and your question can be featured on the next running report. This question came from Carlos the Jeff _, and he is asking, what pushed you to get faster? I think what really pushes me to be faster is myself and like my internal being, like, because I really just want to be the best version of myself. Because when you really think about it, the only person that can really put limits on ourselves is ourselves, like what we can't run or what we don't have the ability to do. So really just pushing myself to be like the best version of myself. And that best version of myself, like when it's end all and say all, may not be the world record holder or something like that. Like the best version of myself is probably not going to be 958, you know, it's not going to be that number, but just pushing myself athletically, like to be the best version I want to be. And that just means us being like doing the little things and going as far as I can, like to be the best, like trying to eat healthy, trying to do my core every day, stretching after every single practice, like getting in the best shoes, like having the best knowledge that I can to prepare myself for these meets and races and everything that comes with it, like choosing the best training for me and stuff like that. And yeah, that's this month's episode for the running report. Comment down below all your accolades and all the goals that you have for track season, because I really want to hear from y'all and what you guys are trying to do, because I know you guys are trying to do big things, because y'all subscribe to the Rosie Project. Like, you can't be trying to do little things, like, come on now. What is that? I hope you guys enjoyed, and see y'all next time. Deuces.
Quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain.
We're not just here to take part, we're here to take over.
Tell him.